You've retired. Finally, the time is all yours. But there's a problem. The numbers don't add up, and the freedom you dreamed of seems like a mirage. You're not alone. This is the fear of many. But what if I told you that avoiding this scenario is possible? You're about to discover the hidden traps on the path to your retirement that no one tells you about. And not just that, I'll reveal how to overcome them. If you've ever dreamed of a worry-free retirement, stay with me. You don't need to be a finance genius. You just need to know these truths. Let's uncover those costly mistakes that could be sabotaging your future without you even realizing it. Are you ready to secure your financial freedom? Let's get started. Error number 1. Putting all your eggs in one basket. Have you ever heard this saying? Well, in finance, this is playing with fire. Imagine investing all your money in a single company. It sounds exciting when the stocks go up, but what if they suddenly drop? That's when the adventure turns into a nightmare. Diversification is like your investment portfolio's insurance. It doesn't guarantee profits, but it can definitely protect you from total disasters. But what does a diversified investment look like? Think of it like your diet. You wouldn't eat just potatoes every day, right? You need proteins, vegetables, fruits, a bit of everything. The same goes for your investments. A bit of real estate here, some stocks there, perhaps bonds, and a bit of cryptocurrency for flavor. Let me tell you about one. One invested everything in technology because it was the in thing, because that stock couldn't fail. But he didn't count on the tech sector being volatile. There was a drop, and Juan learned the hard way that no sector is invincible. Don't be like Juan. Diversifying isn't just having different stocks, it's spreading risks across different asset classes. However, diversifying doesn't mean buying a little of everything without criteria. Each investment should be thought out, studied. Imagine you're at a buffet. You don't just take a bit of every dish because it's there. You choose what you like, what nourishes you, what fits your dietary plan. In your investments, choose what fits your financial goals, your risk tolerance, and your investment horizon. Diversification is your best defense against uncertainty. You can't predict the future, but you can prepare for different scenarios. Ready for the next mistake that could cost you dearly? Stay tuned, because what's coming is even more crucial for your financial future. Error number 2. Underestimating inflation, the silent thief. Inflation is that invisible rate that makes the coffee that costs $1 today cost $2 tomorrow. If your investments don't grow at least at the same pace as inflation, you're losing purchasing power. It's like trying to run on a treadmill going in the opposite direction. If you don't run fast enough, you go backwards. Have you ever thought, in my day, $5 filled the shopping cart? That's inflation in action. And when planning your retirement, if you don't take inflation into account, it's like preparing for a mountain trip wearing only a t-shirt and shorts. Let's make it tangible. If you stash $10,000 under your mattress, in 20 years, that money won't be able to buy everything it buys today. Inflation will have eaten a good part of its value. That's why you need investments that not only stay afloat but swim against the current of inflation. How do we do this? Invest in assets that have historically outpaced inflation. Think of shares in solid companies, real estate, index funds that follow the market. And don't forget to regularly review your investments. Inflation doesn't rest, and neither should you. Remember, investing with inflation in mind is like having an umbrella on a rainy day. You can't stop the rain, but you can definitely stay dry. And now, prepare your notes, because error number 3 is the one that often goes unnoticed until it's too late. Error number 3. Starting to save for retirement later than you should. Think of it this way. Retirement is like that big party you know you're going to want to enjoy to the fullest. But waiting until the last minute to prepare can mean you miss out on the best part. Every year, every month, Every day you delay is a missed opportunity to make your money work for you. Here's the trick many overlook: compound interest. It's the magical phenomenon where your savings generate interest, and that interest in turn generates more interest. It's like a financial snowball that grows as it rolls downhill. But if you start late, it's like trying to roll that snowball when it's almost spring. You just don't get the same effect. Imagine two friends, Anna and Luis. Anna starts saving for retirement at 25, setting aside $100 a month. Luis waits until he's 35 to start doing the same. Even though they save the same monthly amount, by the time they reach 65, Anna will have significantly more than Luis. Why? Because time was on Anna's side, working for her year after year. Started late? Don't worry, there's still hope. Increase the amount you save, look for investment opportunities with higher returns, and above all, stay consistent. You might need to adjust your sales, work a bit harder, and be more strategic, but you can make up for lost time. Remember, it's never too late to start, but the sooner you do, the better. Retirement doesn't have to be a surprise, and it's definitely not the end of the game. It's a new adventure that deserves all your attention and planning. And now, while these strategies are still fresh in your mind, it's the perfect time to move on to our closing strategies and make sure your path to retirement is as solid as a rock.
If this video is opening your eyes to finance, hit like to support this channel and help us keep uploading more content. Comment on your biggest revelation so far and subscribe with the bell on so you don't miss any financial secrets. And if you have a friend or family member who could benefit from this video, spread the word by sharing it. Let's continue with more strategies that will change your financial future.
Error number 4. Neglecting tax planning. Yes, taxes. Not planning for your tax burden during retirement is like forgetting to account for the wind when sailing. You might reach your destination, but probably after a much more tumultuous and costly journey than necessary. You see, when saving for retirement, there are different investment vehicles, and each has its own tax treatment. Some allow you to contribute money before taxes, reducing your tax burden now, but then you'll pay taxes when you withdraw the money. Others tax you up front, but allow you to withdraw the money tax-free later on. Choosing wisely can mean a difference of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of dollars, in your pocket. Think of Rosa, who didn't consider taxes when choosing where to place her retirement savings. She opted for a traditional savings account, thinking it was the safest. However, upon withdrawing her money, she faced a tax bill she hadn't anticipated. Suddenly, her retirement had a much higher cost. Tax planning is crucial. Work with a financial advisor to understand the tax implications of your investments and how you can maximize your savings for retirement. It's not just about how much you save, but how much you keep after taxes. Error number 5. Not having an emergency plan. Saving for retirement is like preparing for a long journey. Not planning for contingencies is like driving without a spare tire. No matter how well your trip is going, there can always be bumps in the road. Financial emergencies don't retire. Whether it's a medical emergency, a major home repair, or any other unexpected expense, if you don't have a financial cushion, you might be forced to withdraw funds from your retirement savings sooner than planned. And that can be devastating to your long-term plan. Here's a golden rule. Aside from your retirement fund, have an emergency fund, that is to say, cash that covers 3 to 6 months of expenses. This will give you the freedom to deal with life's blows without sabotaging your future. Let me tell you about Carlos, who thought he had everything under control. But when his roof started leaking and then the car broke down, he had no choice but to use his retirement fund to cover the costs. This resulted in a penalty when withdrawing this money, besides an extra tax burden, which Carlos had not counted on. Thus, he learned the hard way that emergency funds are not optional. So don't make Carlos's mistake. Prepare your plan B, C, and even D. Retirement is the time of your life to live in peace, not to put out financial fires. Now that you've understood the 5 monumental errors that can ruin your retirement, let's talk about some strategies to further fortify your future. First, choose your investments wisely. Not all investments are equal. Look beyond fads and focus your attention on those with a solid long-term performance record. This means not just stocks or bonds, but also other vehicles like target date funds, which automatically adjust your investment mix as you approach retirement. Second, regularly update your financial plan. Life changes, and your financial planning must adapt. A birth, a new business, buying a house, each significant event should be reflected in your retirement strategy. Third, don't neglect your health. Medical expenses are one of the main causes of financial hardship in retirement. Investing in your health today can save you fortunes tomorrow. This includes having adequate health insurance and adopting a healthy lifestyle. Fourth, consider the possibility of working part-time in retirement. It's not just a way to stay active and engaged, but it can also provide additional income that eases the pressure on your savings. Lastly, stay informed. The financial world is dynamic, and what worked yesterday might not be the best option tomorrow. Read, research, and, if you can, seek advice from a professional. By following these tips, you'll be in a much stronger position to enjoy your golden years without the financial stress that many unfortunately face. With these pillars, you're building a financial fortress that will allow you to live the retirement you've always dreamed of. We hope this journey has equipped you with the necessary tools to face your retirement with confidence and peace. Thank you for joining us on this tour of personal finance. May each day bring you a step closer to the retirement you deserve. Until next time.